Today on Laser Update, we take a look at some of the ways OCC's various clubs celebrated the recent total solar eclipse.
Then we take a closer look into our community with some students who go to OCC. All this and more on today's Laser Update.
Hello and welcome to Laser Update for Tuesday, May 7th. I'm Becca Porton.
And I'm Aiden Mead. Let's get right into today's show.
On April 8th, everyone here at OCC got to experience a total solar eclipse together. OCC's Experimental Club planned some on-campus activities for the historic day. Olivia Mendez gives us a closer look.
Onondaga Community College is home to a wide array of clubs, and one of the oldest ones is currently at the forefront of campus events. The Experimental Club had its hand on the recent eclipse. I decided to dive deeper and find out both what this club is about and what they'll be up to on April 8th.
So this eclipse is really interesting because it's going to be a total eclipse. And what happens in a total eclipse is that the moon completely covers the sun. And you only get this particular type of eclipse in a certain place on Earth every about 400 years. So we've seen partial eclipses, but we've never seen, well, we have not seen a total eclipse here in Syracuse in about 400 years. We start off at 2:45 with the health talk. Then we are going to have the science behind the talk, and then we'll be listening to music, and then the total eclipse will happen, and music will continue afterwards. And of course, you'll be able to pick up stickers and snacks and lemonade while that's happening.
For everything the Science Club does, you have to wonder, who's able to join?
So it isn't limited to like STEM or LAS students. It's really if you have an interest in science, maybe it's not your major or what you're going to do for the rest of your life, but if you're just into science, you like it, you don't really know a lot about it, but you'd love to learn more, that's, it's open for everyone.
The eclipse and its activities were the best way to start the week, and students, faculty, and the public can definitely appreciate that. I'm Olivia Mendez, reporting for Laser Update.
The solar eclipse was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and the Experimental Club's festivities brought the campus together. If you're interested in joining the Experimental Club, they meet on Wednesdays in Ferrante, room 367. Anybody can join.
One of the other many ways to celebrate the total solar eclipse was with a little trivia event to test your knowledge on the solar eclipse, in the Gordon Student Center.
On April 8th, 2024, we'll be able to see a total solar eclipse, our first since 2017 and the last until 2044. Here at Onondaga Community College, we have solar eclipse-themed festivities all throughout the day. But at 11:30 in Gordon Student Center, students will gather for a solar eclipse-themed trivia event.
Hello, my name is Anthony Mancini, and I am the president of the SGA.
Hello, my name is Abby Marin. I'm Chair of Communication and Media in SG.
So the event we are hosting today is a little solar eclipse trivia, just to see what the students here on campus know about the eclipse and to teach them a little bit. The winner of the raffle we're doing here alongside it is going to get 3 nice little stickers, a DoorDash gift card, and a nice mug.
Yeah, all they have to do is come here and spin the wheel. They get a number, and then we give them the question that has that number, and if they get it right, they get an extra raffle ticket.
A simple little game of trivia was the perfect bit of added excitement to an already exciting day.
The many events and activities held at OCC made the day all the more memorable.
After the break, we'll take a closer look at some students and the journey they're paving for themselves at OCC.
And we'll ask some students about what they think about dorm life at OCC. But first, some new music to check out. Looking for a new experimental rock record? Radiohead's Tom York and Johnny Greenwood have reteamed for their new band, The Smile, along with drummer Tom Skinner, and their new album Wall of Eyes released on January 26th. You can find it streaming wherever you listen to your music.
My classes are pretty enriching, I think. My professors are really knowledgeable about the things that they teach. Like my Shakespeare professor, you can tell that guy's a Shakespeare professor. Like, he's got it going on. The OCC community is really pretty tight-knit, I think. Everybody here is different and they have their own reasons for going here. So there's a lot of unique people here. I think they kind of limit you your first year. Like there's you're more like in a track. And then your second year, it's kind of more like, oh, what am I interested in? What can I do?
Well, in high school, I wasn't like the best student grade-wise, and that didn't leave me many options. So I either had to decide between there or here, or SUNY Broome, which is in my hometown, and I wanted to get away instead of living at home. So I decided to go here. I really enjoy the teachers, professors. They all seem very interested in teaching and friendly, and I feel like the community here is, for the most part, just all great.
Everyone's really like-minded. Everyone enjoys working with each other. We all basically combined our minds and help each other in fixing the issues with these cars and figuring out the labs. And you go in the lab, you fix cars, you figure out electronic circuits, you figure out brake issues or suspension issues, fixing cars, learning how to diagnose issues, learning how things work, like how brakes work and how engines work and how suspension works. You learn every single field, electronics, you learn all the fields that have to do with mechanics.
What will your OCC story be?
Beth Gibbons, lead singer of the legendary trip-hop band Portishead, is releasing her very first solo album, Lives Outgrown, on May 17th. If you're looking for some dreamy, psychedelic rock, you can check out the album's 2 singles, or you can check out Portishead's entire discography while you're at it. Welcome back to Laser Update.
In this segment of the show, we'll take a look at some students who are beginning their life paths with OCC.
We'll start with Garrett Smith, a broadcast media communications major with a knack for experimenting and aspirations to move into the film industry.
Onondaga Community College provides you with the opportunity to go further with your passions.
My name is Garrett Smith. I'm a student here at Onondaga Community College. I came to OCC to further my film and photography career. A lot of the classes that I took in high school were very art-based, and I took them with the intention of knowing that art was always going to be a part of my life, and that I always wanted to create and express and show off different styles of arts and stuff like that. Outside of the classroom, I've always had an interest in taking photos and taking videos of anything that I see, seeing things that I could turn into something completely different, playing around, editing things together, and just seeing what happens. The classes I'm taking here at OCC allow me to express myself, and they allow me to create a future that I want.
To further your career and passions in life, come to Onondaga Community College.
With the portfolio Garrett has built at his time at OCC, he'll have the ability to further his journey into the film industry.
Henry Edwards is a nursing major beginning his path into the field at OCC.
Henry Edwards is an aspiring nurse beginning his journey with Onondaga Community College.
I came to OCC because originally I was going to stay close to home, but I figured I liked the nursing program here and it's well fit for me, and I've progressed through the program so far. So yeah, some of the classes and programs that I take, one of the main ones that I like is my HIT program that shows you how to get in all the nooks and crannies of the actual patient forms and everything. We go into a hospital program. We use EHR Go, for example, and it just really shows you how to layer and format everything very evenly and well distributed. Another class that I really like that I'm taking this semester is my communications class. It basically just prefaces how to talk to so for example, a patient or somebody that's upset about something and they come to you. Your job is to reason with them and try to help them, explain to them how they could fix it and why it's not as big of an issue as it may seem. The programs here at OCC have taught me a lot. And so it kind of makes me feel like if I follow this profession and this career, I can make do with what it's worth and actually help people.
With OCC's programs and classes at Henry's disposal, he'll have the necessary requirements to further his nursing career.
Henry's journey is just the beginning, but the nursing program at OCC will guarantee he's ready to make his next step into the nursing field.
Many of our students, including Garrett and Henry, live right here on OCC's campus. Maybe you've heard some horror stories about living on a college campus, but how do students really feel about living at dorm life at OCC?
In my time living at OCC, I've heard many differing opinions about the campus dorms, so I went around campus asking residents for their opinions.
I enjoy dorm life, practicing my guitar and playing video games with friends. We watch UFC fights when they come on Saturday nights. It's like a family in the dorm.
Yeah, living at OCC dorms is alright. The common areas are pretty nice and roomy, and the prices aren't too bad. But I do wish the elevators didn't sound like they were about to fall down every time I used them.
I wouldn't personally recommend it because there's too much drama on campus.
Opinions from residents seem to be as divisive as I thought, but it just goes to show that dorm life may or may not be for you.
Whether you're excited to leave or wishing you could stay, students must move out of the dorms by May 19th or 24 hours following your last final, so time's almost up. After the break, we'll check out a Did You Know segment on the origins of Halloween.
But first, some new movies to be on the lookout for. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, releases in theaters May 24th. Anya Taylor-Joy plays the role of Furiosa, who Charlize Theron portrayed in the previous movie, Mad Max Fury Road. In the midst of an apocalyptic wasteland, Furiosa is ripped from her home and must pave her own road back. You can get caught up with Mad Max Fury Road on HBO Max.
The different people here from different walks of life, and I really appreciate that. I'm the president of D&D Club, and it's going really well. We're a slow start, but we're starting to move. I love this school, and other than some of the people, it's a really nice place to be, especially Unity Day. That's a really good day.
I found that by going to OCC, it allowed me to enter in programs that would allow me to focus on like my personal life and my work. I think most professors here do want to see you succeed. All faculty here is definitely like more than happy to help, with any scheduling or future planning or, in regards to grades or anything like that. Like, I find most professors are more than willing. I could realistically recommend anyone to attend.
I chose OCC because it was local and I already took college credit in high school for OCC, so I decided to continue that. I chose creative writing because the course I took in high school was for creative writing, so I already had credits for it, so I decided to pursue that as it is a passion of mine. After college, I plan to join the U.S. Army as an officer, and for dream job, it would either be a public affairs specialist in the military or a screenwriter for a film company. Anyone new to OCC, I say do your work, attend class, and try and be involved as much as you can.
M. Night Shyamalan returns with his new horror thriller, Trap. The movie takes place at a concert being attended by a serial killer known as the Butcher and his daughter Riley, only for the Butcher to discover that the concert itself is a trap designed by authorities to capture him. You can catch Trap in theaters August 9th. Welcome back to Laser Update. Let's get right into the final segment of our show. For many of us, Halloween has been a tradition since childhood, but our ideas of Halloween are very different from the original Halloween celebrations. Joseph Mazzye tells us more about Halloween's origins.
Did you know Halloween was originally believed to be the day that the dead returned to Earth? The Celts lived in what is now known as Ireland, the United Kingdom, and France. And every year on October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, a day that marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. It was believed that spirits were closest to the physical world on this day. Ghosts were believed to damage crops and wreak havoc on the living, and their presence was thought to make it easier for druids, Celtic priests, to predict the future. Celts believed dressing in costumes and masks would intimidate and scare away evil spirits. Instead of what we now know as trick-or-treating, Celts would go mumming, where they go door-to-door singing songs for the dead. As a gift, the kids would be given cake. Jack-o'-lanterns were originally made from turnips, with the intention that the scary faces would scare off spirits. The tradition of monsters and their relation to the holiday began in the Samhain celebrations, with creatures like the shape-shifting Puka, the headless Lady Gwyn, and the Doulahan, who were headless creatures who rode on flame-eyed horses, carrying their own heads. A prominent feature of Samhain festivals is the ceremonial bonfire. These fires were meant to signify the waning strength of the sun as winter approaches. Surrounding these campfires, communities tell stories, participate in rituals, and memorialize the dead. Nowadays, the celebrations have been revived in Wiccan celebration, a modern religion that takes influence from the Samhain festivals. As Christianity spread throughout communities, church leaders attempted to reframe certain holidays from other cultures and traditions to become their own, including Samhain, eventually leading to the holiday becoming All Saints' Day on November 1st. All Hallows' Eve, which took place on October 31st, the night before, became what is now known as Halloween. By the 1950s, Halloween became a celebrated American holiday centered around children. On Halloween night, children go trick-or-treating, going door to door asking for candy. Similar traditions were held during the Celtic Samhain festivals, where kids would go mumming, which was a practice similar to trick-or-treating. Mumming involved kids going door to door in costumes and masks, singing songs to please the dead, and in reward were given cake. In 2023, Americans spent approximately $12.2 billion on Halloween, on things like candy, costumes, decorations, pumpkins, and more. Nowadays, children dress in costumes of characters from popular media, like superheroes, ninjas, princesses, and more. In recent years, the market has even spread to pets, with pet costumes raking in $700 million in 2023. The average consumer was expected to spend $108 each on Halloween. And as the years have passed, Halloween has embedded itself into American popular culture with the movie Halloween. 2,000 years ago, the Celts honored the day by memorializing the dead. Nowadays, Halloween has taken a completely different shape, with Americans pouring billions into the holiday every year. Halloween celebrations have moved on from strictly religious celebrations to a holiday that people of all different backgrounds can celebrate. So now, you know the true history of Halloween.
Knowing the history and culture of Halloween is important for understanding the day's true meaning and purpose. That's all for today's Laser Update. We only have a few shows left, and you can catch them on Onondaga's Campus Connection YouTube channel.
You can expect another new Laser Update this week on Thursday.
I'm Rebecca, the Beck Porton.
And I'm Aiden, Metal Mead. See you Thursday.